Hey, it's Victoria here after a week of absence due to a lot of stuff going on. See, I recorded a video and I was all ready to edit it until I realized that my pirated, yeah I'm bad, version of Vegas Pro Studio wouldn't work since I reset my computer. And when I downloaded a new software, I didn't know how to use it. And by the time Thursday came, so much had happened that I almost forgotten, and oh my god, it's terrible. But I'm here! And I still need to learn how to use that software. So, my topic of discussion for this week is rude comments and just bulking around a little bit with the asexual community. Joking around, poking fun, all that cool jive. I think I should start off by saying that, honestly, from my experience, we don't have many, rude comments. I mean, we have doubters who are like, asexuality doesn't exist, but I mean, we're not like lesbians who have the term carpet munchers. I mean, we don't have this phrase going around like cake muncher. That was a really corny example. Anyway, the more I looked at this topic in itself, the more I realized that I don't think it's poking fun and rude comments that are really as hurtful as just assumptions. When people assume that because you are an asexual, you are excluded from da-da-da-da-da, and of course you do this, this, and this. For example, I was at a prom Saturday, and I make this joke now because it was a full moon, and only this could happen on a full moon. I was at prom with like a friend, and actually a bunch of friends, and we were all just doing our thing, dancing, not like grinding on each other, because I don't care if you're asexual or not asexual, that is nasty. And this random guy walked up to me and basically asked me if I wanted to dance with him. And of course, he had worked up the guts to ask me, and he looked incredibly shy and nervous, so I said yes. And we danced like this, I'm not even lying, it was just like, and that was cool. But what wasn't cool is what my friends, or my friend specifically, had to say after that. He literally said to me, wow, Victoria, you know, I would have never expected this from like a prude like you. With all those likes, yeah. And basically, his assumption was that because I am asexual, I would never ever dare step outside of like my boundaries to like dance with a stranger. And that comes up all the time. Like, people assume that the reason why I'm always single is because I'm asexual, when in reality it's just like, maybe I haven't found somebody. I think assumptions can just be incredibly hurtful in general because, and also influential. I mean, if you hear something enough and if people assume something enough, you honestly start to question if it's real. I mean, I've questioned before if being in lack of relationships, great wording, is because of asexuality, but when it all boils down to it, it really isn't that. And I don't dance with random strangers usually because I'm asexual. I don't dance with random strangers because random strangers usually don't ask to dance with me, and I'm kind of shy by nature, usually. I think it's one thing if somebody doesn't know that you're asexual and they make all of these comments, it's kind of just like they don't understand. But when somebody knows that you're asexual and you've explained it to them and they make assumptions, it's just, I don't think it's very cool. It's just like, why do we have to have a stereotype that asexuals are lifeless people? It bugs me a lot. And I think if we can strive and push towards changing that, it would greatly benefit the community and maybe some self-esteem, and maybe people wouldn't think that asexuality is such a daunting and scary thing, because in reality, when it all boils down to it, what is asexuality? The inability to experience sexual attraction. Not the inability to date, not the inability to dance with a stranger. It just means that you do not experience sexual attraction. And that's it. And I think I'm going to end this video on that note. Don't assume things about people, because when you assume, it makes an ass out of you and me. Even if I'm not involved, it makes an ass out of me, because somewhere through the universe, your assuming is assing me. That's it. See you next week.